Bam, 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 bam.
Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? So,
Oh, you know what? I didn't put this on Twitter.
yep, you better do
I
that.
got to tweet it.
Okay, we got Mrs. Good Stuff in the
Ooh,
house.
this is good stuff.
Hello, hello. Mo Biggs, hail the chat. He says, that's a good question in the thumbnail. Where, oh, where are you tonight? If you guys remember Hee Haw, that's what that comes from. So, it's
What did they
where,
do?
oh, where are
Oh, it's
you
a song.
tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone. That's what they did every show. So had to put that in there. Would I still have internet access in the white collar prison? Oh, this is on Crazy Mad's question. We can't go there yet. They're getting too far ahead of us. Felix, we got Crazy Mad. Thanks for showing up, guys. Tonight, we're going to cover a couple topics. Some of the drama going on. I don't want to get too much into it right away, but we got some drama going around, and it's really kind of disheartening. I got to say.
So why don't
And what?
just in case people don't know, and I I might be the only one that doesn't know what's going on because I've been
Okay.
out of the loop with stuff. But
Well,
what is the drama?
there's a couple things. There's stuff with like Truth, Justice, and the American Way book. So there's some big stuff happening out in Twitter, and they're just smearing it all over Twitter.
Isn't that the book that a guy worked at Marvel and he left because it was getting so political? Is
Well,
that
I think it was Gabe Taib. Yeah, he was working on it. He was from
hey
DC, if
Jim?
I remember right. Jim Cox is in here, yes, and yeah, I mean that's happening. So then, and then there's some other things happening with like the chat, and so I'm seeing all this drama out there, and I'm like, man, why is it happening all at once? And we'll just talk about it a little bit, how that's affecting us and everybody else, um, and then move on. But okay, let's get to hey, Dojo Comics is in here. Let's get to
Yep.
Crazy Mad's question of the week. Would you rather be put in a maximum security federal prison with the hardest of the hardened criminals for 1 year, or be put in a relatively relaxed prison where Wall Street types wait with Wall Street types for 10 years?
How is this a question?
I mean, if you had to go to prison, you're going to take the Wall Street types, right?
I I can't think of who wouldn't. Like,
Well, it's 10 years versus 1 year is the question.
oh, I'm an idiot. Oh,
So 10 years of easy
oh.
street prison or 1 year of very hard
I was like
prison.
1 year in either of these prisons. That is a big difference.
No. That's where Mo says, would I still have internet access in white collar prison? That's a good question. You probably
Oh,
would.
are you kidding me? They have pools.
That's too funny.
10 years.
PR
Against
549.
1 year. Boy, though, it kind of goes to that whole time is relative thing. So
What's happening with the chat?
that
Yeah.
1 year might feel like 10.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't really want I don't want to go to either one, to be honest.
Well,
I think they
honestly,
both suck.
in our line of work, and people always look in people's backgrounds and stuff. We'd probably be murdered. We work on the other side. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, yeah, but I mean, I worked in more of a drug alcohol rehab, so
okay, I'm a probation officer, so I'm
yeah, you're gonna
definitely
get
gonna get
killed. But
killed.
me, I'll be okay. Okay, that's actually funny. Okay, so what do you guys think? 10 years, 1 year, 10 years of easy street, 1 year of hard time. That's the question. I'm too pretty to go to prison, Good Stuff says. 1 year in Supermax. Oh man. Whew. That's tough, man. I don't know, because 10 years you're going to have it pretty nice. You know, yeah, you're going to be locked up, but you're not going to have it very hard. But in the hardened place, you've got to deal with people screaming at night, um, getting hurt. They're getting all kinds of things happening to them.
I guess
Um,
the tough thing for me is I don't know enough on the 10 years what actually happens in there. Because I know everything that happens in the hardened prison.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So what actually does, like, how much freedom do you have?
Take down the biggest dude and you'll be respected.
Like,
that's such a cliche, though. I don't know if that's really true, because I think everybody's trying to take out the biggest dude. So
it's just like the Deadpool scene where they try it
right.
and the kid just keeps getting smacked.
That's funny. We got Chris Fisk here. Hey.
Hail.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, I mean, it is tough. Either way, it sucks. So there's really no good choice, I think, because you're losing 10 years of your life, or you're going to lose 10 years off your life in 1 year just from how sucky it'll be.
The only thing I would say, though, is if you knew you would be murdered, well, then, of course, the 10 years, because then you had life after the 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, if you know that 1 year you're coming out of it, like, if you could say you do the 1 year and you will not be killed or harmed in any serious matter, like losing a leg or something.
Right.
Then I'd say or like not
the hard stuff. Yeah, but look at this hard stuff. You're right. You got to shank a bitch day one. That's true. Oh. It's got to happen. Did you say go down on the biggest dude?
What?
I love it.
Oh, damn.
And 10 years of free room and board in a resort. I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Mongo like rape. Oh, see that what I mean, man? That's the tough part right there. You're going to hear those screams, even if it's not happening to you.
Oh, my God.
You're going to hear that and know that it's happening. So you got to remember all that. Psychologically, that would really screw with you. Plus, with all the stock tips, you'd be rich by the time you got out. I know, 10 years. It's like, it's only 10 years.
Oh, that's a really good point. You'd make friends with really powerful people.
Yeah, it's true.
Where the other one, you're just making friends with people not to make shakes. Like,
I'm taking whatever Murph chooses, because I think those criminals will be harder on him than me, and I can fight. That's true. Good choice. That is a good choice.
Oh, man.
Let's see what Chris says. It's fall and games until they try to make a deposit in your prison wallet.
Wait.
It's all fun and games, I think is what he was trying to say.
What about, though, if because the harder prison, people are usually going to be little less bite the pillow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, this is good. This is really good.
I think, though, the hardened prison, like, they'd be so dumb, you could actually end up being the kingpin in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you probably could. Hold on. We have Shelby in the house. Thanks for coming, man. Good times. Good times. Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, bite the pillow and smash that like. Yeah, F this phone's keypad. He was trying to type. I bet the toilet hooch is much better quality at the Wall Street prison. God, I know that to be true. Although, wait a minute. I don't know, though. Those dudes have been in there in the hardcore prison for a long time. I bet they know how to make good hooch.
With what we do, have you ever tried some of the things that, the defendants would... Oh, my gosh. Can you hear my cat?
We appreciate you coming, Shelby. Yeah, I can hear it.
Have you ever tried some of the things that they all say is amazing? Like, what's the bowl called?
Oh, they have all kinds of like dishes they make. Like there's certain nachos they make out of, some of their commissary.
Where there's a bowl though, but they put weird things in it like Snickers and cheese doodles and ramen. And they're like, oh, it's amazing. And it's like, I don't know, man. That just sounds...
I mean, I'm sure once you start to miss good food, everything's amazing. If you can make some kind of concoction with it, I'll bet, they have to be master chefs in there at some point, because when you're eating green cheese, like, what is it? Green meat. Let's put it that way. Yeah. that anything else that's not coming from that would be great.
Well, isn't that kind of a big thing? How the state makes money is
Yeah, see,
the
Jim Cox knows.
commissary is
Oh,
like
yeah, but dude, you got to understand, it's like government food. They're going to get the cheapest of the cheap, and it's just going to be outdated. It's probably sitting in a warehouse somewhere before it ever gets shipped out.
when I worked at the
no good.
VOA, Derek. Like literally everything just had butter on it, and they were all like everything just tastes like butter. The potatoes, butter, bread, like it was.
It's
They
gross.
all like,
It's
and it
gross.
did look like they'd ask us if we'd want a free tray, like a free tray. It's nope,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
It's one thing that I like where I work because literally
Yeah, it's
the
good
health
food.
inspector comes in there and they tell us that we have the cleanest kitchen in this, probably the state of Ohio, but definitely the county that we're in.
It's
So that
good,
makes me
too.
happy.
That food's
Yeah.
good.
It is good. So I eat there all the time because I know what's happening with it.
Well, and you get a
But-
discount too, like a pretty good discount.
Yeah. But I wouldn't eat some of these places. I've been to some of these other places because we have to visit for training and things.
Yeah.
Woo! Never eat there. You just have to scrape the green off. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Everybody's got their penicillin up. I mean, that's for sure. Not even the hardcore dudes would eat Murph's grape jelly chili, and that's the truth.
See, that's how I'd become the kingpin in there. I'd be giving people that jelly, and they'd be like, "This is amazing."
That's too funny. There's grape jelly chili. Too good.
Hey, I didn't make it. Someone else made it,
No,
and it
good
opened
stuff.
my eyes.
It just is something Murph said he would eat, and
You know what?
everybody's disgusted by it.
All
That's
I want for Christmas is one person in the chat to try a piece of hard cheese with apple pie. Just try.
Okay, I got to go back to this.
Because they all hate it. Everyone's down
terrible news.
on it. Someone
Terrible
needs
news,
to
man.
try it.
So Catholic school lunches are just like prison food. I'd probably be okay. It's probably true. Green meat. What prison did you work at? Well, I haven't worked at any real prisons. I've worked in other
Fake
correctional facilities, but I've seen stuff like this and heard lots of stories from people who have worked in the prisons that they actually serve green meat. And so like green bologna and all that. Bologna's already bad enough, and then you make it green, and then you don't know what the hell it is. So, Dirk has the cleanest kitchen in Ohio, but the dirtiest toothbrush. Oh, dang, Mo. Woo. I eat PB&J with my chili. Yeah. Yep. I do that sometimes. My sister said,
there you go. Your mouth is literally having jelly and chili together.
Cinnamon putty chili? That's weird. That's not, when you put putty in there, I don't know, Felix. I'm getting lost.
I would try it. I would try that.
Grape jelly little weenies are good with barbecue sauce too. A staple potluck dish. Yeah, it is brought around a long time, a lot around here. I would say not one of my favorite dishes, but I understand why people like it.
I've never had that.
My wife always says, sweet meats. She doesn't like sweet meats. So when you put grape jelly in the barbecue, it's too sweet. Jails usually get day old and expired foods. Yeah, it's true. Green meat. That reminds me of that skit on the state when they hunted Muppets for food. Yes.
What is your problem?
Gotta love it. Hello, Amanda. Thanks for coming, by the way. I didn't say hello. I needed to do that.
Yep.
Grape jelly, little weenies. I wouldn't eat that just on principle. Yeah. I mean, you're close enough, though, Joe. You've probably seen it before in potlucks, I would think. She used cinnamon instead of chili seasoning, and she used so much it turned into a putty. Oh, my gosh. That'd make you choke out, wouldn't it? I would think so.
Have you ever done the cinnamon challenge?
No, but holy
I haven't
shit.
either, but I've seen people do it, and it is funny.
Well, I guess if it's not dry, maybe it would, help you get it down. Barbecue chicken with French dressing and grape jelly. Interesting. Never heard of that. Yo, Jay Ryan's on here. What is the mouth feel?
What does that mean?
What is the mouth feel? I don't know. Did I say something? I don't know.
Is he
I'm trying to
asking
figure
if-
it
is
out.
that going back to the prison question?
Maybe
Wants to
Amanda
know-
won't eat beef, but she'll eat weenies with jelly. General Piggy's on here. Look at this, man. We have a lot of people in here tonight. This is awesome. Thank you guys for showing up. I searched the world over and thought I found true love. See, he's singing it. General Piggy knows where it's coming from. Hee 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 haw.
This whole time we just needed to mention hee haw to get.
I know that's brought everybody back. Look at that. Oh, okay. So she's still on that. Oof.
Yeah,
You know,
I
another-
agree with him. I like that chili, grape chili, man.
Non-beef weenies. Yeah, man. Okay, so
What are they, turkey weenies?
I don't know. We've been on this for a while, and I am really behind the chat. Wow, they're taking off. He's asking what is the texture? Ugh,
Are we
green
talking
meat
about food or prison?
or weenies?
Or weenies in prison?
We shouldn't talk about prison and
And
weenies in
weenies.
the same show.
How
We
does the
gotta
mouth
separate
feel with
that.
those prison weenies?
Jay stuck in the 90 lyrics. Yes. Cream-filled weenies. No, see, here we go. We just took a turn. Oh my gosh. What did true love? Amanda, have you never seen Hee Haw? You should see Hee Haw. Because it was a lot of fun growing up. Anyway. That show has been long gone. Oh man, 80s big time, like 70s, 80s, I think.
Like a Friday night, or what was it?
Yeah. So Roy Clark used to be on there. He was a hell of a banjo player, guitar player. He sang country. There's a lot of like country people on there, country musicians. And it probably was before Amanda's time. You're right, Dojo. So yeah, 70s, I think early 80s is when it was on. But it was definitely a country bumpkin type of show. And it was a little bit like Saturday Night Live. They would do skits and things like that. So anyway, the reason I put that on there is because we've been feeling a little alienated from some of the channels. And, you know, it's just like Shelby put on there. He goes, I didn't get any notifications that we were live tonight. It's probably the way I've been putting things on Twitter. I was just putting the link in the first comment, like in my main comment on Twitter. And I found if you put it in the comment below your main tweet, then it'll actually share it out better than it will if you just put it in the main comment. So I hope you followed what I said there, but
wait, I didn't think you could move comments around in Twitter. How do you do that?
You can't move them. You just have to make your main comment and then comment on that. Does that make sense? Do your main tweet, like we're going live, and then comment on that and put the link in it.
When you were saying your main tweet, I thought you were talking about the tweet that you pinned.
I just meant the tweet you're putting out there. Yeah, and it messes with the algorithm, and then it actually gets you seen better. And I think now Shelby was able to see our stream on here because, you know, I did that.
Did you figure that out, or did someone tell you that?
I was told that a while ago, and I just forgot, and I was just putting it on and putting it out on Twitter, and I realized we weren't getting seen anymore. And then I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to try something else. And look at all the people that showed up, which is fantastic. So I hope it worked. I hope that's why it worked. But I'm going to keep doing that. And so reply to your own comment.
I didn't even know you could reply to your own comment. Like,
just hit the comments.
Yeah, but can't you keep doing it so it looks like there's like 90 comments when it's just you?
I mean, you can. There's been people that do threads that way. They just keep continuing all the way down.
Well, but I even thought that was always looked that like people wouldn't want to then read stuff because they see someone doing that.
They may not, but it messes with the algorithm for Twitter, and it actually doesn't block you, because I know they've been kind of blocking if you put links in your main tweet. And so I've been trying to make it where, you know, we get seen a little more. Well, that seemed to work.
So I just need to make a tweet and then respond A, then respond B, then respond C, and just have that thing go.
I mean, well, but the good thing is that people will see it, and that's all it.
This show reminds me of
Of Elon.
No, you've never said anything more hurtful than that. Out of everything, that breaks my heart.
Doing it once isn't horrible, Murph. I know, and it's just the link. So you go down, I tell everybody links in the comments, and then they go to the comment, they hit the link, and then they can follow it to the channel.
Dude,
it's all good.
We definitely have a lot of people because we just got the sex bots.
Oh yeah, look at that. If I have moderators on here, guys, go ahead and take care of those if you can.
Please.
If not, I'll try to go in and do it. But anyway, yeah. So I guess with the alienation that we've been feeling, Bancroft's changed his schedule. I've said this before, and it made us feel like we were kind of.
Sometimes it's benefited me though when he's been very early.
Me too. And the 9 o'clock schedule is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't hate that he's doing this, and I want to get that clear, is that I'm not mad that he's changed up. It's just, it stinks a little bit because it's kind of put me out of my norm, and I haven't been able to adjust to everybody's new setups.
Yeah, I feel totally disconnected from the CG community. But I mean, I've been very sick too, so not even just watching things in general, but yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah. I wish this was more like a Carol Burnett show.
Because I think Carol Burnett was a genius. Like, I could watch her now and be entertained. Yeah, I think she was an all-time great.
I think everybody she had on that show was a genius. They were all great.
Yeah, they really were, weren't they?
Yeah, it was a great show. Dirk, I took down that bot within the first second.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mo. Murph is sick, all right. Sick of the chat. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to keep up. That's all. Have you guys come to watch Incendiary?
What's that?
Ooh.
What is that?
That is Dojo's new. Isn't that your new show, Dojo? Am I right? Am I right about that? I think it might be Dojo's new show. I haven't been able to watch it yet. I've seen it.
Is it something special? Does Dojo do something?
I think it's more of a debate show, right?
Oh, I like that. Does he let the chat debate, or is it like a guest he's debating with?
I haven't seen it, so I can't give you all that, but I would say check it out.
What day and time is it? Or is it a usual time, or is it kind of different? 10 p.m. Oh, man. 10 p.m. is late for me.
Yeah. So, Murph is here tonight. I didn't notice. I'm so used to him not being here.
The hater.
10 p.m. Eastern, a debate show. So, yeah, I was right. So,
do you have one on Friday or Saturday night, Dojo? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I want to check it out, so I'll be there.
Yeah, if you have it Friday or Saturday night, Dojo, I'll definitely be there.
Yeah. I'll try to get in there.
Nice.
Yes, Mo's the chat master. Murph and Dirk duke it out. That is for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the schedules and how it's kind of alienated me a little bit. And I feel disconnected. And it's weird because even on Twitter, I feel like some of the things that are going on with Twitter, some of the changes that have been happening on there, I'm not seeing everybody that I used to see. And so even my Twitter feed has changed.
You're right. That's happened for me too.
Yeah, and I'm seeing these people that I hardly interact with, and all the people that I used to interact with are kind of, they're on the peripherals now, and I'm going, where'd they all go?
Yeah.
And so not being on the channels and the chats and not being, connected on Twitter, I just feel like, man, where the hell am I? So that's why the where are you tonight? Because I'm like, where's CG at, man? I don't know what's happening. So I want to get in there with you guys and hang out sometimes. And for the past 2 years, I've been in several chats, probably a chat almost every night, at least, just to check one of the streams out. So, just to say hello sometimes, and lately I haven't been doing anything, and I feel so disconnected and I don't like it. But then once I get into Twitter, then I'm seeing all this drama. And I've seen several things. So the first thing was, with, I can't think of his name right now. Am I saying it right? Mike Barron. Is Mike Barron the one who did the Border Cop comic? Yeah, he did a Border Cop comic book, and they were saying he's racist because of it, because the border patrol was, they're saying they're racist just for that character alone.
Oh,
basically.
when you say border cop, you mean is it ICE?
Well, yeah, but I think he's actually on the actual, like, he's not just ICE anywhere in the
Oh,
country.
they're
He's on the
guards
border.
on the border.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
Mike
shoot
Barron. So
people.
I was right. So you get in there and you see Mike Barron being called a racist, which is typical because they try to do that to him every time he comes out with a book, it seems like. But then Fox News put him on. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but when he got put on Fox News, he actually talked about CG openly. And that was fantastic. And no, it's not the thin blue line, Chris. It's I can't think of the name of it right now. If I can look it up, I'll look it up here. And you know, it's I forget the name, but whenever you see it, I think you'll remember that it's been out there recently. But they put him on to, you know, Fox News and interviewed him on national news because of it. And basically said they're trying to cancel him. And he was like, yeah, I'm actually talking about the hardships these guys got to go through while they, you know, fight the border. And he goes, you know, I'm saving, you know, it's about saving these women from getting raped and all these, you know, because the price of coming over the border is to be raped and then they're allowed to come over. And he's saying, Private American, thank you, General Piggy. There it is.
Oh, okay. I
yeah.
can do that. Yeah, okay.
And, you know, these guys got on there, like they reviewed his book and then they just flat out called him a straight up racist for it. And it was terrible. But he was able to get onto Fox News on national news and actually talk about CG and talk about how the woke agenda is trying to cancel him. And it was fantastic. And I got to say, good job to him for doing that. He stood up and just like Bancroft would say, absolute legend on TV. You know, just owning it.
So does that mean since Black Panther was about black people fighting Spanish people, is that movie racist?
You could probably say it is. I mean, if you want to, yeah, you can.
Two races fighting.
Yeah.
So it's racist, yes?
Yeah. I know, Mo. Private Citizen. I was almost thinking that too, and that's why I didn't say it out loud. But yeah, it's Private American. If you guys want to check out that book, go check it out. Sounds interesting. I haven't been able to check it out much, but the story with Mike Barron, that was pretty cool to see.
It did seem like it was a legit.
Yeah. It's about preventing fentanyl coming over in the southern border.
Yeah.
So yeah, so see, it's about the drugs and everything else that happens along with the border patrol. It's not just him keeping people out.
This is kind of interesting, kind of going back to the prison and full circle. With me being a probation officer, I have a lot of as a probation officer, my whole caseload is chemical dependency. So every one of my people are on drugs. And, you know, there's still people out there that look at drug addicts like, oh, you're choosing to use it and stuff. I've had marijuana users, and there's all different thoughts with marijuana, but no one does marijuana and think they're going to die. But people put fentanyl in marijuana now. Like,
they're putting fentanyl in marijuana too. I mean,
people are dying from that.
But yeah, I mean, it is definitely a problem.
Yeah,
and it's something that, you know, like the leisure drug use that used to happen with marijuana, it's also becoming threatened a little bit. Not that that's, you know, I'm not trying to say I condone any of this, but I'm just saying it makes it rough because, you know, you hear about people, I know people who casually use it and it's scary for everybody.
Yeah.
The fentanyl problem is a big deal, and it's crazy to hear about people just dying. You know, we get Narcan training where we're at. Mm-hmm. And so we always have to think about it. Even in our facility, we have to think about it.
Derek, do you think you'd actually do, to me, because you know if you Narcan someone and they still die, you can kind of get sued. Like there's a hazy line with it. Do you think you would do it, or do you think you'd?
Wait, ask the question again.
Me?
I was looking at crack packs here, so they're saying bow.
Sorry. Derek, I said with that training, if you saw someone, you know, their heart stop, are you going to hit them with the needle or no? Because you can still be liable, kind of like the CPR thing. Like if you stop with CPR, you can be liable for that person's.
Yeah. So you're talking like a no, what do they call that? Where it's okay if you let a person die, right? Because they don't want anybody saving them. Is that what you mean?
No, it mean when you start CPR on someone, you can't stop.
Oh yeah, you have to keep it going until help arrives.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
stop, you can get charged with something. Once you start,
Sure.
you can actually get charged if you
Well,
stopped.
yeah,
So
I
you can
mean,
stand and watch a person die and not get in trouble for it. But if you try to and then stop, yes. And it's the
so
same thing with
this is where it gets down to character, man. I could never just sit and let a person die. I mean, even if I have to smack the shit out of them, I'm going to try to do something. I can't, I couldn't allow myself to just, you know, I well, whoops, he's got spit coming out of his mouth. Oh God, he's foaming. Oh yeah, he's dead. Like I couldn't sit there and just let a person, you know,
I had this one
just
friend that
die.
always said he would choke me out to slap
DNR.
me to wake me up again and then choke me out again.
That would be funny. I would laugh at that. I would let that happen. Unless a DNR. Yeah, do not resuscitate. That's what that is. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you, General Pay.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. You're legally because then they could say it's your fault for the death because you intervened, and that's
Yeah, I
why.
mean, you run that risk, but listen, man, I would rather run the risk than have it on my conscience for the rest of my
That you
life
could
that
have
I
saved the
let
person's
somebody
life.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah, my conscience is worse. It's worse. So I could not just let a person die. I witnessed
Yeah.
things happen on the road. I watched a guy go off the road and wreck, and I had to pull up and find out what was happening. I had to go see what was happening,
Yeah.
and then when I got there, he had already fled the scene because he was drunk. So he fled the scene, and it was at a quarry. His car was hanging at the edge of a quarry, ready to go over. And I flagged some people down and got a phone because at that time not everybody had a cell phone. So this was like late '90s, and this woman happened to have a cell phone in her car, and she called, which was great. But I couldn't just let that go. I had to see if the guy was okay. He smashed up on rocks and ran over some bushes and trees and everything, and it was crazy looking, and
Yeah.
it was crazy to watch. I mean, he flew by me like I was sitting still, and but I knew I couldn't just let it go. I had to do something about it.
Yeah.
And
It's just messed up that you then just pushed his car into the quarry.
yeah. Yeah, worried about running into Phil Collins, no doubt. I can feel it coming in the air tonight for sure.
Dude, I like
No,
Phil Collins so much. So
but
that's
that's what that song's about, right?
you told me that, which I did not
Yeah,
know that. You told me that like 2
yeah,
years ago. And
yeah.
that
That's what that's about.
I would have never thought that's what the lyrics were. That's crazy to me.
Not here to kink shame. Yeah, I mean, oh, look at this. We got Noah. Hey, Noah. Thanks for coming by,
Yep.
man.
Wait,
Yeah,
what did I say that's kinky?
and Corey. I don't think we ought to revisit it, just so you know. That song's about his divorce. Yes. But in the lyrics, it's talking about, watching a person. I think in the lyrics, it says he watches them die. Like, I saw what you did. And
Yeah.
I'd have to go back into it, but it does talk about just basically not doing anything about a person dying because he knows they were a bad person. So it's kind of crazy.
Especially the beat of the song, like it's very you feel like it's more of a hurrah type of, you know what I mean? Like
right. Did I say hello to Corey? Hey Corey, thanks for coming by, man.
You didn't. No, you didn't.
Okay. Nice. We got a lot of people in here. So yeah. So anyway, that's some of the stuff right there. So let me share this because I'm just wanting to talk about it for a minute. And then I don't know, maybe everybody can give their feelings on it, but let me see. Yeah, here. So I don't know if you guys know who Queen Mickey is. but she put this up. And can you guys see it?
I'm pretty sure Queen Mickey is Minnie, right?
No. Anyway, she says, this would have been better, Comicsgate. Dear backers, and then artist name is no longer involved with the project. We've hired a new artist, name here, and our fulfillment date is now, whatever date here. If you require a refund, please contact us. Thank you, the project lead. And that says, fulfillment complete, life of a comic skater. And I'm like, yes, this is what should have been happening with Truth, Justice, and the American Way. And instead, what we got was this big smearing of two creators all over Twitter. And in an ugly way, like there was just a lot of fighting between them.
Was it all from SJWs attacking, or it's infighting?
No, it's infighting that got out onto Twitter. They were trying to be transparent with their people, you know, with their backers and everything. But it got out all over Twitter, and now everybody's seeing it. And I guess, you know.
Oh, wait, what's the issue? What happened?
Well, the contract, they weren't honoring each other's contract, you know, with the whole project. And so there's two sides to it.
Sure.
I just feel like as I'm watching this, because, you know, they're bigger names.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are going to see what they're doing. They're very, you know, much in front of everyone.
Yeah.
I just look at that and I was like, what the hell? You know, first off, why are we shoving all the shit out in front of everybody? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because who's going to want, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to back that book with that going on. There's a lot of distrust in what's being said. There's a lot of like negativity involved with it now. So I don't even have to go into all the drama that was actually happening to actually talk about this, because I feel like it's just something that it's not good. It's really an ugly thing. And I'm seeing a lot of ugly right now coming out of CG that's really just pissing me off and makes me go, why are we doing this? You know, what's the point? After we had this awesome night for Sean Aaron, you know, CG came together, raised, what was it, like $15,000 they raised for him, for his mother,
that's awesome.
for passing away. That was one of the most amazing things we've seen from CG. And right behind it, we come up and go, oh, here's some shit for you, and just fling it at everybody on Twitter. I'm like, I don't know why that had to happen. And I don't know what the point of it is. Except to hurt each other. You know what I mean? They're just trying to hurt each other in front of everybody. And it's,
I don't know though, but doesn't every type of community, Derek, kind of have to have growing pains for it to grow?
Yeah, I understand growing pains. I'm talking like flat out smearing each other. You know what I mean?
So you think it was over the line?
I think all of it was over. Both sides kind of went over the line. They're just openly just talking shit, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I just feel that it's not good.
There's no good that could come out of it. Nothing to learn or.
Look at this. Dojo's even doing the lyrics.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah, that's cool.
Been a pack of lies.
Right.
Oh, we might get people to leave if I sing.
Yeah. Yeah. The same thing is going to happen to you guys when Murph fires Dirk for turning every character into Willow. Yeah. I don't think
I'm hearing Willow's crappy. Man.
I've only watched like an episode. It wasn't that good.
Man.
Yeah, see the fundraiser. It was fantastic. That doesn't even count the super chat money. Yeah, so a lot was raised for
That's
that.
A great point.
And it was so good what everybody did. I wasn't able to be a part of it. I wish I could have put some art in there, but I was unable to do it. But next time I'm hoping to get in something.
It's funny that Corey says that though, but when you look at the history of comic book industry, there's a fucking lot of drama.
Well, I think this is the crux of it. It's like, you know, I mean, anytime you have people in partnerships, you're going to have the ups and downs, you know, always.
Unless you have a relationship with a dog. They never let you down.
Yeah. I mean, you know, guys like Bancroft, he's doing it all himself, so he doesn't really have to have that kind
Wait a minute, I thought his wife did 75% of the stuff.
She does probably, but they're married, so. But it's, you know, it's a different thing for people like him who are like their own creators. They do everything.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. It's just not everybody sets it up. Most people don't set it up like that because you're either an artist or a writer or, you know, you're an inker or a colorist or something. And yeah, it is dramatic, man. It is very dramatic and it's very tough. It is a very tough business.
Well,
and I found that out. I mean, I found that out over this length of the 5 years and over this 2 years that we've been in CG. It's definitely been a hard road. It's not easy by
yeah,
any means.
but the
By
hard
any
road
means.
is less to deal with creating a comic and more that you're dealing with me.
Well, no, it's not just that. I mean, it's like learning to run the business.
I said out a joke there. You don't. You go. Yep, that's pretty much.
That's because I'm gonna let the chat fry you on that one. I'm gonna let the chat fry you. You know, it's just some of the stuff we didn't count on. You know what I mean? Like just making relationships and you have to have certain etiquette. You know what I mean?
You don't realize how much business stuff is involved in it. Like,
yeah, right.
You know, like finding how to do this and how to do that
Right.
and how to do that. Like, look at all the digital stuff that you have to figure out. And it's just like, man.
Yeah, see, Crazy Mads, he's saying one person is being very much more public than the other. You're right, but either way, they're both getting it out there, and it's just ugly.
Do you know what, though? Do you think it's more, too, because it's a creative energy? People that are creative, I don't want to say they have a dominant personality, but they're emotional people.
Well, it's ego. It's egos.
Emotion. So
yes,
music,
it's emotion.
Art.
Yes. Yes. I mean, look at all the behind the musics that happened on VH1. If you guys grew up,
those were great.
They were great, but why were they great? The drama that happened behind the scenes on, you know, for some of those bands over the years were just, it was incredible. And maybe they could make movies on that shit. And some of them have. So, you know, and Chris is right. Every creative industry is full of drama, and that's true. It's just airing it out there like that and putting it in front of everybody. I think it's just a bad way to go, especially as big as these people are. I mean, I'm kind of getting tired of seeing some of the big names do shit like this. And this isn't the first time we've seen it. Where us little guys are trying to get everything we can, and we're trying to, you know, claw our way to the top. These big guys are already up there and they can just let all their shit hang out. You know what I mean? And I think that's crazy. If we were to do that, that would destroy us in 2 seconds. And I think we would look really bad. So,
well, when you talk about a community, the big wig people, anything negative then hurts the little people that aren't doing anything.
Yeah.
Like they should realize they do represent other people's businesses, even whether it's small or not.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if McDonald's did something bad, Burger King doesn't get burned for anything McDonald's does, but anyone under Comicsgate, the bigwigs, when they do stuff, negative, bad, or whatever, it affects everyone else, and you can't, like, what can you do? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So I do think airing it out in public ain't good if you're trying to be a professional artist. It'll probably steer away future people wanting to hire you because they don't want the drama. I mean, yeah, that's a big piece of it right there. You know, it's like we have to be entertainers the whole time, but also save face and, you know, have it's etiquette. Like I said, there's etiquette that goes along with it. Look at this. There's another set of 2 big names being very sophomoric about their conflict. I won't say who, but it is so unprofessional. Are you talking about us, Dojo? No, I'm just kidding.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's just stuff like this all the time. It really is disheartening to look at.
You think it's all the time, though?
It's always up and down. There's always somebody fighting. You know what I mean? I hate seeing it.
Guess.
And I'm like, but I feel like sometimes you don't get attention unless you're making that drama. You know what I mean? Look
at the Kardashians. Like,
I know, and I that's one piece I really hate. I hate the drama. I don't want to be a part of it. You know, I'll ask a question here or there and inadvertently get into something, but I'm not trying to cause drama. Usually I'm trying to get out of it. So But yeah, I just get tired of it. At the same time, Corey, your brother just said something very true yet controversial. Ooh. Yeah, I saw that too, and I was going to talk about that too because that's the chat. That's some of the chat stuff that's going on.
What's that? What happened?
So what Crazy Mad's talking about? Well, Vanessa put out there,
Hashtag
do better. Yes, thank you, Noah. That's the way it should be. Damn it. Noah's
I don't know.
on it.
Derek's telling me every day
Listen.
to do better, and it hasn't worked. So
That's for damn sure. And nothing like. Well, there we are. Dojo was right. Airing our shit out in front of everybody. No, but so Vanessa asked, or she didn't ask. She put on Twitter that Leroy was right. And so people started asking, "What do you mean?" Because it was such a vague comment.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened, Mo. So then everybody just started jumping in on, I remember Leroy leaving this way and Leroy left that way. And this was said, and they brought us back in back rooms and this was said. And I'm like, holy shit. Now all this stuff's coming out because she made this small comment. And that also felt unnecessary. You know what I mean?
Like, are we trying or the drama behind the comment?
I think all of it, like everything that's going on just feels unnecessary. Like, because if we're going to come behind each other and support each other, what are we doing this for? You know what I mean? Like, what is this arguing about? Especially about Leroy, who isn't really around anymore. He chose to move on, I think he still backs books or whatever, but I don't think he's in much chats or, he's not around much. So I'm like, why even bring that up? So that just kind of stirs the shit. So now, everybody gets a big whiff of that. And then people jump in and they have to pile on and all this other infighting is going on. And if you guys go in there and see that, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I really thought it was a lot of shit going on in there. And I thought it was stupid. And I thought, so I did comment on it and I said, why is this relevant now? Like why bring that up now? Yeah,
that is a good question.
Yeah. Like, okay, so maybe it is about Gabe and all them putting all their shit out there. Maybe she saw it and goes, yeah, Leroy was right. But that's not what's coming out. And instead of clarifying, people are just in there just saying all kinds of shit, which is causing all this fighting amongst a bunch of people, And I just thought,
Derek, do you feel like there's anyone, like even the big people in CG, could actually quench fires, or do you think no one has that power to bring peace to the community?
No, I think several people do.
Okay.
Bancroft's one of them, man. Bancroft can really just get people to listen and follow. He's great at just flatlining everything.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he really is.
And I love that about him. And I think that's something that needs to happen. And I think it's also,
But see, this is another good question though, Derek. Because he can, is that then always his responsibility, or I'm just saying anyone, but because he's so good, does he have to then be in charge of taking out all these fires all the time? Because
I just think that sometimes the big creators though can see this going on and they should be able to
time.
Yeah, they should be going, hey guys, I just want you guys to redirect and think about this,
Yeah.
I feel like they leave a lot of the smaller people to just flounder, but I also feel, and I'm just going to put this out there, sometimes I feel the chat is only talking about the same 5 creators too. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be nice to hear them talk about some other people. And I think that would change it a little bit too, to see that everybody's having some representation. And
do you think it has to do with popularity, or do you think
it is
more
it's
interesting
popularity
because of personalities?
Yeah, it's all that. I mean, it's everything. You know what I mean? It's a lot of ego. It's a lot of it's personality. It's everything. And then drama like this. Peace doesn't get clicks. Drama is good for business, just not the business of the people involved in it. Yeah, I mean, and actually, I don't know.
Yeah,
Chris, I might argue that though, Chris, because what it does is get you recognized.
Yeah,
and when you get recognized, you get people, and any advertisement it's good advertisement, right? No matter if it's bad or good. Like,
I mean, there's TV shows that are just based off drama. That's all they are, and they're huge shows, make millions of dollars.
implied vagueness is always the best for shedding light on things. Well, I'm not trying to air everybody's shit out here, but I just want to talk about how this is affecting everybody. You know what I mean?
And I can't help but be vague because I just don't know anything.
Yeah, it's not anyone's responsibility to babysit. I agree. I don't think anybody has that. But I do think sometimes the bigger creators could get out there and go, hey, we're seeing all this go down. Remember this or try that. Hey, why don't you guys go here and do this and help some direction? You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of times they like to see it, you know? I just get annoyed, but they're in it all the time too. If you look at what they're involved in, you know, EVS is always involved in some kind of drama.
Yeah,
you know?
That's a good point.
I just don't get it.
Just on his Twitter alone, you can see it. I don't watch him as much as I used to back in the day because it's all drama, and it's like even on his Twitter, he's always making a comment to somebody. I mean,
right? Did Dirk just throw the chat under the bus? And how'd I do that? I mean, maybe if I called out something I feel is not okay.
You said that.
Make a comment on it.
You said the chat, but I don't think you meant our chat. I think you just meant chats in general. Talk about the same.
I meant, yeah, not you guys. I meant like on the chat, like with Vanessa and them. I feel like they do talk. That group talks about the same artists a lot. I feel like they're not talking about some of the smaller people. They're talking about the big popular ones most of the time.
If we're talking about our chat all does is talk about us.
Right. That's because they're roasting us the whole time.
Yeah,
but I would like to see some other people represented on the chat. And that's, you know, I think that's a critique that's, I'd openly say that. I think that's okay to say, you know. Sounds like a you problem though, Crazy Mad. Okay. They're having their own stuff going down. Hey, we got Dean in here. Welcome, Dean. You know, Leroy is one of the most full of shit people. Okay, well, you know, and that's the stuff I don't want to get into. I'm not here to cut down Leroy. I mean, we've had Leroy on this stream. And we've had everybody, you know, from the chat on here, you know, Jim and you know, well, have we had Snuggie on here? I don't know if we've had Snuggie on.
No.
We had Vanessa, and we've had a few of those on there, you know, Amanda, and those people have supported us. So I'm really not against them. I'm just thinking sometimes that drama, I'm like, why are we doing this? We don't need that. You have to become undeniable. That's on the individual creators. No one owes you a seat at the table. I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. But are you going to tell me that they don't, you know, that they don't see any of the smaller creators? Is that what you're telling me? Because I don't agree with you on that piece of it. So that's not, I mean, that lasts for so long, you know.
Well, what is he referring to? Because we're talking about.
He thinks if you're undeniable, you'll be just talked about all the time. And I understand what you're saying. But on the other hand,
did he mean from the standpoint of the big creators or the standpoint of chats or both?
I think any of it. I think any of it is where he's at. I only agree with that.
Well, he is right. He is right.
Yeah. Yes. You want to get noticed, you got to become undeniable. That's for sure. But
I mean, there's a reason why Randy Macho Man Savage wore a hat and strings and glasses.
Sure. I get it. But there's also, you know, there's a lot of small creators putting a lot of hard work in there and good work. And they are undeniable. It's just they haven't been noticed much, or they've not been popular. So because they're not popular, they're not getting as noticed. And that is truth. I mean, seen it a lot of times. So I don't know. I don't always agree with that. My coolness is undeniable. See, Noah's cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to jump into drama just to get myself out there. That's for sure. Others' drama and having a channel that makes commentary about it is big business. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, see, this is what I think is bullshit. Cause I'm like, it really hurts. I think it's hurting a lot of people. It's not just hurting one person. It's hurting several people and in a lot of different ways.
Well, yeah. Cause like for instance, Nerdrotic, I think he is very intelligent, and I agree with a lot of things he says. But it's almost everything's a negative, so I can't watch it as much because it's almost like it's.
Yeah, I don't like to watch negativity. Right. I like, like when you guys are on here roasting us, this is enjoyable. It's fun. We want the
Yeah.
interaction, and we have a good
Nobody's
time.
getting
And
hurt here.
nobody's what?
Nobody's getting hurt here. Like Deadpool said, that guy was here before.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want that. If that happens, I don't want that. And we would definitely want to change it if it did happen. It's more of like, I want to be support on here. I want to be having fun. And, I just want to make sure we are supporting their supporters as well. Does that make sense? Like, um, when you see infighting or something like that, I'm like, I don't want those guys to be doing that. We're supposed to be doing comics. We're supposed to be about fun. We're supposed to be doing entertainment, not bullshit, and messing with people and hurting people. And it's just really stupid. It's a waste of time too. Like, who wants to waste their time on that? We roast the ones we like, and I do understand that too. I mean, I love you guys in the chat. It's fun. So,
Well, that's what you do
beefing
with
with
your
somebody.
best
No,
friends.
no, Mo. Leroy didn't really speak up on this, so this didn't have to do with actually, like, it's past stuff that's happened in the past with Leroy.
I'm actually surprised he hasn't, though, because like people should kind of leave him alone. He made his choices, and like, you know what I mean? Like, why? Whether you agree or disagree with anything he did, like I think putting him in it is kind of messed up.
General Piggy, I would gladly settle this over a pint. I was hoping I was the exception. Dirk, I'm only going to say this one more time. If you want to become undeniable, there is one path. The Chook path. Oh, shit.
Let's bring this back full circle. Would Chook want to go to prison for 1 year with the bad guy, or would he want to go 10 years?
I'm not drawing those scenes, just so you know.
Where's Chook go? What's Chook's decision on the prison?
Oh, look at this. Look what Amanda's doing. Now who's stirring the shit up, Amanda? Now who's stirring the shit?
Wait,
remember that time you
gatekept
me?
Time we didn't let her on the show?
It's when we had the chat on.
Or the time that we didn't give her the print that we said, or the third one where she didn't get the book as quick as everyone else did and we held hers back. Which one's she talking
about? Either or. You could take your pick. She's right. I'm sorry, Amanda. I'm really sorry. I can't apologize enough.
Did we mail that out?
What? No, no, not yet. Okay, anyway, all publicity is not good publicity when you're talking about crowdfunding, backing creators, and backing creators. I think that's what that meant. So I agree with you, Jim. I said that earlier because I was saying that's what people think. All publicity is good publicity, and it's really not always, but that's what people tend to go with, and sometimes it works. The drama works for people.
It didn't work for the Morbius movie.
No, but for some creators, man, they're clout chasing. They're doing a lot of things to like get their name out, and once their name's out, it's all there. I've seen people come and go in CG since I've been here, and they were clout chasing the whole time, and you could tell it, you could feel it, and then all of a sudden, poof, they're gone because somebody pissed them off, or told them like it was, and then they couldn't hang. And I've seen that a million times. So it's like, it'll happen. I understand, Amanda B, and I have no beef with you at all, but I'm not buying. Okay, so this is more of the beef. I hope you guys are able to get to the bottom of this stuff and get through it, because I feel like, we've really done some good things. And as a community, I feel this is where we have great times. You know what I mean? Like, the streams are fun. The streams are memorable, and it's a good time for us to get in and kind of let loose a little bit instead of getting at the grind and creating. You can actually let loose in the chat and have fun. It's a good release. I shouldn't say that word in front of this chat. Mo Biggs is the hero we don't deserve, but the hero we need. Were all your friends invited on panel but you, because they couldn't count? I like liking stuff. Let's all strip. Whoa, General Piggy, man. Hold
He already
on.
started on that pine, I'm guessing.
Hold on. It's not that kind of stream, man. Taking it too far.
Yeah, Piggy, the question of the week is just a question. We never then
Yeah.
act in either of those scenarios. So no
Right.
one's doing any prison shit tonight. It's not happening.
Yeah. Dojo says when this stops being fun, I'm going to stop doing it. I mean, yeah, exactly. It does. And I'll say it's not always fun. I got to be honest. I mean, sometimes it feels like work, but for the most part, I get a good time out of it. So that's fucked up. And I don't know what you mean by that, Dean, but I'm sure it is. Jay definitely would never give me a wrench. I agree with Dirk. Comics should just be kept fun without the drama. I mean, yeah, because we're here to love storytelling, characters, escapism, entertainment, all that. It enriches our lives, and we got enough shit to deal with.
And when you think of it, like I said, growing pains before, sometimes good things come out of stuff. But like for me, like think about like how great Chris Claremont was at writing the X-Men. And it came down, he would have probably still been writing for another 10 to 20 years. Jim Lee's art was so good, and he wanted to do stuff. And
here's the thing.
Left anyways.
But those guys were getting paid all day long to do it. They were getting paid. That was their job. That was their 8-hour a day, sometimes more probably, but that was their life. That was their livelihood.
Yeah.
For us, most creators now, this is not our livelihood necessarily. I mean, most of us are not crowdfunding yet independently. We usually have jobs. Yeah. And we have, I didn't mean independently. I meant like independent of working. And, those people, man, they can turn that into a lot of things. But like, if you're working, you have a family, you have everything else going on with you, it's really hard. It's a tough thing to do.
I've never understood how that happened in Marvel. Like, you got a guy on there 17 years. Like, your biggest book, he wrote multiple books too in the X-Men genre. Like, and you're basically just like, yeah, you can go, peace. We're sticking with Jim Lee, and then Lee leaves.
Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, that to me is it's crazy. But when you think about he knew his abilities and he was confident, that he could do that. And then look, I mean, they started Image, and it was rock star time, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Supergroup came out on stage and made Image Comics. It was crazy. So
I still can't believe most of them aren't more successful than they are. Like, I really feel like they all lost their success outside of Mr. Spawn. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
McFarlane.
Yeah. I feel like he's the only one that's.
Silvestri's still doing pretty good.
Yeah, but when you think of like monetarily and not just monetarily, but also like legendary, I feel like he separated himself from all of them.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, I think they all tried to take on their own companies and go separate, and it didn't quite have the same effect that them coming together doing Image did.
I'm saying 500 years, 100 years from now, people will still talk about McFarlane, I think, more than anyone in that group.
Well, and you got to remember, he's had the most impact because of what he's done. With his toy company, that was major.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And then he's made a name for himself publicity wise too, with baseball and stuff like that. So, I mean, he went a little bit beyond the comic books. I think that's part of it.
I'm surprised though none of them did though. None of the rest of them did. I mean, like you said, they were rock stars.
But I mean, you get comfortable. I think Larson got comfortable, and he puts his foot in his mouth every time he turns around. Man, the guy is a train wreck now.
Which I really
he says
like.
Some really. I used to like Savage Dragon, but I don't like it anymore, really. But I mean, hearing
like
what he
art,
does,
not necessarily, but yeah.
Yeah. And then I've always loved Jim Lee's art, but then he went to run DC and kind of got rid of Wildcats and all that, and it just changed. So, yeah, Chris says this is why I quit game development. There's a lot of clicks and drama. It's like a minefield trying to avoid that shit. Yeah, and I know that's everywhere. It's just, yeah, it does suck. It's very tough. I don't have my Kozor. They were seen in the wild November 4th with updates saying before Christmas. 5 days to go. Ooh, got a countdown. I hope it gets to you. That'll be cool. I pushed the boundaries. I bet I can make you cringe more than you ever thought you could. I don't want to hear about that, Noah. No, I'm just kidding. Dean says that sounds terrible. You don't know if I have pants on, so... Oh, man. Man, this is getting bad. What's happening to our chat? My bad. Amanda doesn't have her Kozor. All is right with the world. I like the positive vibes of this show. I also thought the saga of Murph not wanting to spoil the story was great. Good. That was quite a saga we went through on that one. That was a big deal. Oh, look at that. We got more bots. And Dean says, oh, sweet. The hot girls are here. I love it. Clout chasers calling clout chasers.
Is that why Dojo lost his pants?
Because I'm using slightly. Are you saying I'm a clout chaser, Jim? I hope that's not what you're saying. I don't feel like I'm a clout chaser because I'm just we're doing our thing. We're just going to keep doing our thing.
I'm just glad when you see Jim say that, it's you and not us being clout.
Maybe. I mean, I got to be honest. I mean, I would like to have a little more clout. That's for sure. I mean, I want more eyes on our stuff. The more, the better, right? Dean, you can't turn an AI hoe into a housewife. Liefeld still can't draw feet.
I think people are way too judgmental on Liefeld. I mean,
he's had some bad stuff for sure. I think he can draw some feet. I've seen him draw feet, but usually they're they're just like a wedge triangle type of deal.
But if you look at the guy's work as a whole, like, fuck, dude. Like, he did a lot.
Wow, speak of the devil and he shall appear. Did you tell RJ I was complaining, Corey? I just got my shipping notice.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool. It's a Christmas miracle.
It was.
That's cool.
Oh my God. This is the show before Christmas and we didn't do anything Christmassy.
No, why?
I don't know. I just feel like we should.
I feel like we just need to jump off the Nakatomi Plaza. We'll be fine.
Dude, I freaking love Die Hard, man. Every year.
Yeah.
I've watched it already. I watched it like December 3rd.
I watched it. Man, it's been longer than that for me now. I'll probably watch it again soon, but
I don't understand the tighten up the graphics on level 3 reference. I don't know what that means.
Tighten up the graphics on level 3 with the controller. Chris quit the game industry when he realized you can't tighten up the graphics on level 3.
What is he talking about? And that's in quotations.
It's game development.
But what's tighten up the graph on level 3? What does that mean?
I mean, game level 3 is what I'm getting out of it.
Well, I mean, he could also be referring to levels like,
It's way beyond, Murph. Just say goodbye to
the
clouds.
I feel like it's a reference to something that's supposed to be funny, and I'm not getting it. And I want to know what it is.
Well, you took all the funny out of it, so it's not going to be funny now. Every copy of Ballad of the Celestials 2 should come with a fake NDA where we're not allowed to mention spoilers after we read it. No doubt. Except for me, I'll mention spoilers. Quit chasing clout, Murph and Dirk. I know, that's what I'm saying. No. Laugh out loud, no. Clayton is the one who speaks and organizes RJ directly. Okay, I do hope you get your Kozor book soon, though. We've had a few setbacks with postage stuff that's mostly sorted. Yeah.
That was my biggest worry with us. We didn't have any problems with shipping.
No, he did awesome. And even when we had to we had one problem in all of the shipping. Somebody didn't get something in their package, which easy mistake. Who cares? We fixed it real quick. RJ took care of it. And man, we had everybody get everything they ordered, which was
I like
fantastic.
Jingle All the Way, but it's one of those that I don't watch like I watch Elf and Christmas Story every year. I don't always watch Jingle All the Way, but it is good.
Look at this. Confirmed, Murph and Dirk are Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah, Jehovah. Every time I hear that, that's what I think of.
We've confirmed this on like 10 episodes ago. Like, I don't know where that's coming up now.
Mo, you have to simplify your jokes for Murph. It's so true because damn.
Wait a minute.
Way beyond.
Wait, Mo, don't tell us. And I want to know who in the chat knows this reference.
Tighten up the graphics on level 3 is a predatory game dev college commercial. That is awesome.
What?
No, it's Twitter.
What?
Wow. You're just lost, Murph. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm
That's
really
the thing, Mo. They were so worried about spoilers, they just didn't letter the book at all. Murph stopped sending Dirk the script to draw because he didn't want to spoil the story for Dirk. That's for darn sure. That is for darn sure. Darn.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the future that you've really liked, so
yeah,
that I've told you about characters will do.
Oh yeah. We've been constantly learning that not everything goes smooth in creating and sending independent comics. We're just a few guys learning how to do this all for the first time, not a huge company. I mean, that's it. I feel like that too, man. There's such a learning curve. It's been incredible. I cannot believe how much we picked up. And I don't know if I remember it all until we do it again. That's how much stuff was in there.
One of my best memories was us doing the monkey chimp email thing, and like no one telling us anything, and what we thought wasn't even close to what the stupid monkey thing did.
What? Say that again.
Remember we were using the monkey thing, the email, whatever. I can't think of what it's called. And I even put it out on Twitter of like, hey, how do you get this thing to work? And no one responds. Everyone because I'm guessing you know what I'm talking about, right? Or
no. What's the monkey thing? Are you talking about MailChimp?
There it is.
The monkey thing.
You didn't that's from the
terrible.
What else? Wait.
No, I was like, what monkey thing are we using? I don't want to talk about using a monkey thing. What the hell are we doing here?
Oh.
What? That was too much, man.
I mean, it's got a monkey logo on it. Like it's.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me do this.
Can we play that commercial?
Hold on, I'm playing it right now, but I got to get through the commercial before the commercial.
Do we have to talk over it so we don't get hit?
Hang on.
We still don't even really know how YouTube works.
Yeah, we do. I just have to get through the commercial and then I'll play it.
No, but we've gotten hit from playing things before. Remember, what did I have to play that?
Yeah. All right. Let's see if this shares. So can you guys see that okay?
Yeah. Oh, man, this is an old commercial.
Game testers. So here we go.
Oh, hurry up, man. Boss is coming in. Dude, almost got it.
Hey, guys. Finished testing that game yet? I've got another one I need designed.
We just finished level 3 and need to tighten up the graphics a little bit.
Great.
Hey, I can't believe we got jobs doing this.
I know. And my mom said I would never get anywhere with these games.
Call Westwood College online, 800-484-8582. That's 914-8582. Call now.
Wait, that reference wasn't in that.
Yeah, level 3. Got to tighten up the graphics on level 3.
He said that? What the hell?
Yes. Where were you?
I don't know. I totally missed it. What the fuck? I'm MailChimp.
I've got more shit shared on StreamYard. Geez, chimps aren't monkeys, Murph. They're apes. It's racist. Yes. Hit by who? The school isn't around anymore. And then boom, I can't believe young Murph and Dirk forgot starring in this commercial. Wow, if only we were in there. The ad shows the college has no idea what is involved in game development. Are they play testers or designers? Yeah, that's true. They were like play testers, but they're going to tighten up the graphics.
Yeah. By playing.
Murph officially has the memory of a goldfish. So good. So anyway, I hope we didn't piss people off tonight by talking about some of this shit, but I really do think sometimes it has to be brought up that people are being stupid.
No one in the chat ever got angry or anything.
No, but they need to, a lot of this shit needs to be knocked off and cut out, man, because I really feel like it's unnecessary. And all it does is hurt everybody. And I just feel like, why are we doing that?
Some people do get off on drama. Some people
they do
need to get other things off their chest, so they do it that way.
Yeah. I mean, the stress is, I think there's a lot of stressors going on right now, especially right before Christmas.
Yeah.
A lot of that, but I mean,
season.
Just the way it goes, man. Yeah. But we're ready for Christmas. Are you guys ready? Everybody ready for Christmas right now? Yeah. Casey said, who's ready for Christmas? She thinks I'm full of shit.
Who's ready for some? What? You're not ready? You didn't buy the kids?
We're kind of ready. I mean,
Ready for it to be over.
Ready for it to be over. I enjoy Christmas though. I just, it's such a buildup, and then you have it, and then it's just boom.
Do you guys have any Christmas traditions?
Christmas traditions. So Christmas
Damn, that's
Eve,
what our show should have been about tonight.
No, this was a good one. But anyway, Christmas tradition for me. I mean, for one, we set up the tree usually. All the years except for the last few, we've set up the tree on Thanksgiving weekend, sometime in that weekend. But when COVID hit, Casey was like, hey, I just want to set the tree up whenever I feel like it. And so she put it up probably 2 months early. So
she did it in October? September?
Yeah, like beginning of November, man, she set it up. So it was up for like 3 months probably total in the year, which was fine because I'm like, you can't get out. And it was nice having the tree. I like the tree.
Yeah.
So it was cool. And then the other traditions we have are Christmas Eve, we'll have my side of the family. And then on Christmas Day, we go over to her side of the family. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's most of it for us.
Have you guys ever hosted it for family or no?
Yeah, so my side we host sometimes, but it's been a while. But yeah, we'll flip-flop between me and my brother. And then, as far as like Casey and me and the boys, we have ours on Christmas Eve now. So we used to do it on Christmas morning when they were little, but, once they stopped believing in Santa,
what?
We have it on Christmas Eve with us. What?
Why would you say that?
What do you mean? That they don't believe? Because they don't believe?
If you don't believe, you don't receive.
Casey said if you don't believe, you don't receive. So that's kind of the rule.
Oh, well, then that 10 years or that 1 year in prison will be fine. If I just don't believe it, none of that stuff happens, then that's...
I know. We held that over their heads for quite a while. Like when they were getting too big for it and they were like, oh, come on. And we were like, if you don't believe, you don't receive. And then they were like, okay, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dojo. I know a lot of people don't like the holidays. It is rough on some people, but hopefully you'll have an enjoyable time. If there are 3 presents side by side under the tree, is that a present sandwich?
Yes.
According to Casey, it is.
No, I would say yes.
I mean, a thing and a thing and a thing, right?
No, it's not always that, but yes, because the presents are near each other, yes.
Why'd you say what? What's that, Dojo? Oh, why would somebody not believe in Kris Kringle? I know. My kids, man. I don't know. Something's wrong. Murph's going to be saying, I don't believe how sore my butthole is. In federal fuck me in the ass prison. Is that what you're talking about, Mo? Do you remember that? Do you remember that quote?
Yeah.
Oh, it's pound me in the ass prison. That's what it was. Federal pound me in the ass prison. Oh my gosh.
Do you ever watch the movie The Other Guys?
Casey is a monster. The other, yeah, I saw that a while ago.
I love that movie. Like, I own it. And
it is funny.
At the end, where the guy's getting arrested, he's like, I hope you like prison. and penis.
Oh yeah, but when they do that in that's
Casey
Office
is
Space, right? Office
Casey
Space,
is a
yes.
monster. Ah,
And
it's
it's
quotes from the show.
federal pound me in the ass. Oh my gosh. Such a great quote. Yes, it's pound. See? I got it right. It's all good. Oh man. So anyway, this was a lot of fun, guys. I'm glad we got to do this. I'm going to say this is probably the last stream we'll do for the year, because I'm probably not going to do a show next week unless you want to, Murph. But
Wait, I want the chat to realize when Derek says we're not going to do another one for a year, Derek means he'll do one in 2023. Me,
what I mean
literal
is
year.
the
will
end of the
happen.
year, I was going to take next week off because it's between Christmas and New Year's. And then the week after that will be New Year's week. And we will start back up.
Wait a minute.
So I'm taking a week off.
Oh yeah, next Tuesday is between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we'd take that off.
Oh, we're taking it off.
Well, I'm
Or you
saying I
take
would
it.
like to, unless you want to do the stream and you want to do one, that's fine.
Okay.
That's
don't-
up to you.
Maybe I'll do a Christmas thing. I don't know.
Well, the Christmas will be
Christmas
over by that
over,
time.
though.
So you
Damn
have to
it.
do a New Year's thing.
What can you do at New Year's,
my kind
though?
of
A
boys.
baby? Alcohol? Pots and pans?
I don't know, man. A lot of people have different
Federal
traditions for New Year's too.
Penetration Center. I've never heard that one. That is good.
Right. Murph can do the show next week. There you
Oh.
go. There you go. They're expecting you now.
Well, join us next week where our guest will be a dumpster fire.
That's every week. There's nothing new about that. There's nothing new. You didn't bring anything to the table on that one at all. Oh, too good. Well, anyway.
I'm really disappointed that because I wanted to almost do like a month of Christmas themes and we didn't do anything.
Nope. Didn't want to.
I like that. I like doing the Halloween and Christmas.
I don't
I
mind.
like seasonal things.
But I also feel like everybody does it, which I'm okay with doing some Christmas stuff and just saying, hey, but
But you
I
don't
don't
like
like
a
to
whole
spend-
month of like December.
I mean, if we have content, yeah. But if not, okay. I feel like this month was a little rough. So
You do know one of our comics will have like a Christmas theme, not in the first 10 comics, but I do want it to be like Christmas Eve stuff.
look at this. Have a great night all. Come to Incendiary tomorrow at 10. We will do something about Christmas, even if Dirk hates it. I don't hate it at all. If you can think of content, that's great. But for us, we just didn't this year. We did last year, though. I think we talked about it. And then we took a week off, and then or 2 weeks off. I think we took 2 weeks off last year.
Did we do Christmas movies? What did we do?
Oh, look at this. I don't know. We might have been Christmas movies, but say what you will about Murph not showing up. He still streams more than Dean. Later, Dojo. Yeah, see you later, Dojo. Thanks for coming in, man. It was nice having you. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it at all. It's just more of if we have content, great. And if we don't, that's fine too. We can do whatever we feel. But yeah, actually, for next week, I think I just want to kind of have a week where we're not, expected to be scheduled. Everybody kind of knows we're not going to be
Did you say
open
you took
unless
2
you
weeks?
have one.
Huh?
I took a week and a half off. So tomorrow's my last day of work till the
I
new
was
year.
thinking you usually take like 2 weeks off for Christmas. Did you make it a little shorter this year, or am I thinking wrong?
Yeah, I made it shorter this year.
Why?
But playing catch up. I'm like 6 months behind at my job because of hiring and all kinds of crazy shit. So I thought I'll need those 3 days to get the last few things
Did
done.
they build onto the building yet where you guys have more people in there or no?
Yes, we've expanded but construction's not done, so it's kind of a fiasco.
Do you have more clients or no?
They've given us more beds and we can't fill them because of construction. So we're getting hurt.
Oh, you should. Why don't they tell them to let us
And just
know
like
down in
government,
Columbus?
if you don't use government money, they want to
Yeah.
take it away. So
Well, that's what
yeah, it's
happened to our. That's why we send our females now your guys' way, because the CBCF in Columbus, they lost the rights to use for females because they weren't getting enough, so they can't
Yeah.
take females anymore.
No, it's just we'll be okay. It's I mean, we have timelines and stuff, and they understand, but it's just it should have already been open. We've been in this fiasco for like a year and a half. They've gone over for like a year and a half, and they should have been done a long time ago.
So how many more beds do you guys have? Like, did you get a whole wing where it's like 20 more people, or?
Well, it's going to be like 20 beds, but then
That's
there's
big when you
males,
think about it money wise.
and then even 16 more males, so it's like a lot more.
Oh yeah, to handle everybody. Yeah, holy crap.
But it's still, it's just been a mess. But whatever. I mean, we'll get there. But I usually take this week off because I like to draw and I like to have family time, and the kids are off school, and Casey's, now that Casey works where she does, she gets this time off right now till the new year as well. So it's good to have it off with her. And, next year I'm probably going to take 2 weeks. This year it didn't happen, but next year I probably will, because she's going to have more time. So I'm going to spend more of it off with her.
Nice.
It's just this year, it was a nutty year. That's all I can say. It was really a nutty year.
Thanks, Biden.
No doubt. Are you running a male brothel? You're talking about beds. See, Murph, they don't know what you're talking about. And then you're talking about this shit.
We're talking for criminals, but it's pretty much a brothel for criminals, though.
Oh my gosh. No, it's not. Anyway. I don't want that coming back and making me get fired because you said something stupid.
You
okay.
can say that you are HR. HR can say whatever they.
It's true.
HR can be the most inappropriate person.
See, that's the thing. I know how HR works, so that's why I'm like, no, don't say that shit. No,
yeah,
stop,
but if
stop,
you do
stop,
something,
stop.
if you do something bad, it's you that you have to talk to.
No, it's all good. No thanks. Anyway, I have to go make some desserts because we're actually doing a Christmas party for the people in that facility. We're bringing in desserts for them for the Christmas party.
God. How did we not put up your Santa Christmas photo? Oh my God. I completely for the chat to see you as Santa. Oh my God.
I'm going to shut it down. You can use that for next week's, okay?
It's great because you look so happy too. You're so happy.
It was fun. It was fun. Some of these guys have never seen Santa in their entire life. They've never sat beside Santa and said, "This is what I want for Christmas." Never.
What do you mean?
Their life.
What do you mean beside? You put them right on your lap.
Oh hell no, I didn't.
Bring their legs up and you.
I wanted to stay away from. I should have not said a word, but like most kids sit on Santa's lap. We know this, but
yeah.
But in this facility, we do have Santa come for them, and they get to talk to Santa. And some of them have never talked to Santa like that ever in their entire life.
Some of them actually grow up with not having parents. Like they literally grow up with like a brother or sister.
Yeah. So we try to provide them a little bit. I mean, some of them break down and cry. Like they absolutely cannot handle it, and they lose their shit.
With our job, it does suck sometimes hearing or reading stories of terrible things, but like things you take for granted. I think that's one of the things I really do like about our job is it helps me be more grateful for little things.
Jay, I'm afraid to ask. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it does. It does. I mean, we take for granted a lot of things that they just never.
Well, how many of our people like can't drive? Like, think of that. Like not being able to drive.
Jay says Santa came twice this year. I'm a little scared. I'm scared to ask, Jay. I am scared a little bit to ask. Any grown man who agrees to sit on Dirk's lap wants the same thing for Christmas. Oh, wow. People watch on the stream. Woo. Mo, you're killing me. Oh, that's fun. Well, I'll take that as the final present for this stream, and I think we'll probably. What do you want? You want to call it quits there, or are you still wanting to go?
I was Santa too before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't like it?
At a church I was, and
Oh yeah, you didn't like doing it?
oh no, it was okay. There's nothing. It's fun. I mean,
Yeah, I know, man. But it is fun. I thought it was fun. Now with adults, it's a little different. But it was weird because even them sitting beside you, they get almost embarrassed. Like, holy shit, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? And they're grown
Yeah, I can
adults,
see
so
that,
then they think it's weird. But but we give them like we make all the staff make desserts for them, so they get these
Yeah.
special desserts, homemade, not bought, not store bought treats. We bring them in things that we make for them, and they get to share that. And then it's actually a lot of fun. We used to do a talent show, but now a staff talent show, but now we do like games for them, and they get to watch movies.
oh, you guys don't do the talent thing anymore?
No, but they're going to watch all 5 diehards over the weekend, which I was like, dang, that's awesome.
Isn't only 2 of them though Christmassy? Aren't
Yeah,
the
but who
last 3
cares?
nothing with Christmas?
Who you think those dudes are going to care, man? They're going to watch freaking all 5 diehards. They're going to love it.
Well, I don't think all 5 of them are good though.
For
I don't know
them,
if I've even
yes,
seen-
they're going to be like, yes, Die Hard.
I haven't seen 4 or 5, so I have no idea. I feel like one of them's terrible.
They're not all great. Whatever.
Like-
Who cares?
Like,
Like if you're
Rocky.
locked up and you get the choice to watch a movie, hell yes.
What do you mean? They watch movies all the time.
Yeah, but only certain ones.
Oh,
this-
you're right. Oh,
Like
I
it's
forgot about
limited.
that.
It's limited what they watch. They're limited
Yeah.
on everything.
The no
So if
rated R rule, right? So that's why.
they get to watch all that kind of stuff, and it's fun. I mean, John McClane's cool, anyway, even if the movie sucks.
And the funny thing
Right.
is, because there's so many people, usually one of those guys can do really good impressions. You know what I mean? Where they can talk like somebody. Yeah.
Right. Up to 3 are good. After that, don't do it. Right.
I really like 3. I love that the puzzles
Yeah.
that he has to figure out. And
Yeah. Three's damn good. That's Samuel Jackson.
well, I
So-
remember the first time watching it, and when you see the sign he's wearing, and you're like, I'm like, he's gonna die.
Mhm.
Like, how do you? I was like, man, crazy.
Yeah. Then 4 and 5 just kind of bit it, but whatever. There are only 2 as far as you're concerned. So is that 1 and 3? Are they the only 2, or do you like part?
Yeah, I
2?
would say that. I mean, 2's okay.
2's just okay. Nah, it's kind of meh.
Yeah, it's meh.
It's better than 4 and 5.
I mean, it's better than anything coming out now in movies. But
Yeah, I know. I bet if you went and watched it, you might be even impressed. So, oh man. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to let you go because I have to go make desserts. So, everybody, thank
Is
you
it
so much for
jelly?
coming in.
and cinnamon.
Oh, 1 and 2, same from Terminator. Yeah, I mean,
See,
I love.
I don't
I
like
love
the
1 and
first
2.
Terminator that much. I actually like Terminator Salvation more.
You like it more than 2.
No, 2 is by far the best. 2 is
Okay,
the
I was like,
best.
what are you talking about?
But,
but-
but I'm guessing 1 is Terminator 1, but I actually would say 1, the other one, not
I think
the
if you
one.
would have been younger, or I mean older at the time that it came out, I think you would have liked 1 better because
Well, I
it
saw
was
Terminator
such,
2 before I saw Terminator 1, and I think that hurt me
Right.
too.
that did hurt you, and it. I think it would have definitely changed your thought because at the time that part 1 came out, that was groundbreaking, dude, and then part 2 was just mind blowing. So
Because it was like a horror
fantastic.
movie, but
Yeah.
didn't have the horror movie tropes.
Right. Merry Christmas, Murph and Dirk. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
Merry
Merry
Christmas
Christmas,
to the chat.
everyone.
Merry
God
Christmas to
bless
the
us,
chat.
everyone.
It makes me think every time an angel, every time a what?
A bell rings.
A bell rings, an angel gets its wings. I can never do quotes right. So
Yeah.
kick effing Murph. Kick Murph. I love it. Okay, well, guys, thank you so much. I hope everybody has a good Christmas, and even if you don't all get what you want, I hope you have a great time.
Yeah,
And,
sorry, I wanted you all to be blessed by the creator
yeah.
of the universe. Sorry.
Yes. All right. When he says things like that, sometimes I'm glad he doesn't come on every week. Oh, that's good. I love it. Okay, guys. Well, this time it's for real. I guess we'll see you guys. I'll see you guys probably New Year. Although I was going to maybe try to jump on the stream, maybe Friday if I have time. But if not, we'll see. With Chris and some guys, I think Immortal and those guys. So we'll be doing that. Other than that, we'll see you guys around Twitter, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See ya.
Yeah, Happy New Year.